Welcome back to the Realiest Reviews. This is the Realiest. Today's video is focused on NBC's Young Rock episode 11 entitled Election Day, and also the season finale of Young Rock. And the synopsis of this episode is: as Election Day 2032 approaches, Dwayne reflects on the ups and downs of his family has endured during his childhood in Hawaii, Pennsylvania, and Miami, and how the unpredictability of his family's story prepared him for his moment. And I thought this was a good season finale, as it definitely opened up the door for what to expect in season 2. And I would say that season 1 altogether was pretty good in my honest opinion. You had some good episodes, and you did have some episodes where it was just alright, but nothing like to the point where I would say it was extremely boring, or I fell asleep watching it. Well, so what happens in this episode? The Rock is countdown time, as he's going to find out whether or not he becomes the new president of the United States of America. And we see flashbacks of The Rock's life, all 3 aspects of his life. In his childhood, we see that The Rock is spending time with his father as his grandmother gets arrested. Like I've said before in previous episodes, that she was going to get framed by that wrestling promoter. And we find out that she beats the charges, but we don't know what happens after the fact, as that's probably going to be in story in season 2. In Miami, we see The Rock. He's now playing football in high school. He is now starting to get scholarship offers, college offers, and everything because of how good he's becoming. And he wants to play for the University of Miami, but he hasn't received no calls. So he does the boldest thing of calling the school and telling them how good he is, and it's somewhat works in his favor. College years, after he finishes college football, he has hopes for joining the NFL, and unfortunately, he doesn't get drafted. He gets drafted to the CFL, the Canadian Football League, and that is definitely going to be his story in season 2. I can just tell because of how that ends. And then we get to the biggest part of the entire series, and that's the election. And unfortunately, we did not get the answer that we all waited for. It is definitely going to be revealed in season 2. Although in my honest opinion, I think The Rock won, because if The Rock didn't win, they probably wouldn't have had a season 2. But I can imagine season 2 being the President Rock addressing the entire world, and he's going to be telling stories just like how he did in season 1, but now as the president. And I can imagine season 2 being just as crazier, maybe more crazy than season 1, with some of the stories that I'm expecting to see. The Rock's grandma's facing deportation, The Rock playing the Canadian Football League. And I can definitely expect for them to talk about The Rock's upbringing into the WWE, and maybe possibly his debut. But only time will tell with how season 2 will start and everything. But it has been renewed, so I think the Young Rock season 1 was a good season altogether, as it wasn't anything cringeworthy, it wasn't anything boring. It was cool, in my honest opinion, hearing about The Rock's backstory, and in somewhat of a true and fictional way and everything. And how I would rate Young Rock season 1 out of 5 stars. I would probably give Young Rock 3.5 stars out of 5. So that is the end of my review. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe and comment. If you have any suggestions of what I should watch next, then let me know down in the comment section down below. But thank you, have a good day, and goodbye.